all, and welcome to All Red. Federico Chiesa is about to be unleashed on the world, and the world is not ready. And I have the stats to prove that this is true. Federico is coming for you. He is coming for me. He will spare no one. And if you came here because of that brilliant thumbnail, don't be disappointed, because we're going to look at those guys, those two different guys right at the end of this video. Let's look at the one and the only Federico Chiesa, our Italiano maestro. Just look at some of these stats, guys. Over the last 365 days now, of course, this is including his Juventus in the second half of last season. But look at these numbers. These are ridiculous numbers. This is per 90, okay? So I know he hasn't played a whole lot for Liverpool, but this is per 90 stats, guys. This is just insane. Look at this. Passing distance, passes attempted, passes completed, pass completion percentage, passes completed medium, all in the 90% and high 80s. Let's move on to expected assisted goals. This guy can pass, he can find the right people. Look at this, key passes per 90, 2.41, that's 99th percentile, that's insane. That's absolute insanity. Look at this, passes into the penalty area, 98th percentile, and crosses into the penalty area, 99th percentile. This is exactly what Liverpool need right now. Last season, when Liverpool were down and out in February, March, April, you know, it was weird because we got all of our players back from injury and then we just fell apart. And the one thing that we couldn't do was score. We could not score goals. And we were seeing glimpses of that 2 weeks ago and prior when Liverpool started to have this dip where they just really struggled to score. And now, since Chiesa has come in the past 2 games, Liverpool have scored 3 goals. 3 goals. This guy is exactly what Liverpool need at the exact perfect moment. And I think arneslot has been rebuilding Chiesa up to this point. We're going to look at that later. And if you came here because of that brilliant thumbnail, don't be disappointed, because we're going to look at those guys, those 2 different guys right at the end of this video. All right. Live ball passes. We've got dead ball passes. So he can take free kicks. He can absolutely play on the left or right and whip those crosses in. Look at this, 98th percentile for crosses per 90. That's 5.91 crosses per 90. That's insane. Those are insane numbers. He's actually really good at throwing, taking throw-ins as well, 99th percentile. Corner kicks, he can do corner kicks. That's something that we have just really struggled with this year. So perhaps he might be our new corner kick taker if he's in the game. He does out-swinging or in-swinging, and he does them very, very well. Okay, now to the good stuff. Shot creating actions. We've got live ball, dead ball. Everything is good here for Chiesa. Goal creating actions, that's 87th percentile. And if you look at the next batch here, we're almost to the goals portion of this video, which is very, very exciting. But this guy can dribble. He's good at carrying the ball. He can carry it for long distances. He can carry it forward into dangerous positions. He is not afraid to carry the ball into the penalty area. We've already seen that with the eye test when he's come in. He loves getting the ball, taking it into a dangerous position in the opposition 18 and letting a shot rip. This guy right here is what arneslot brought in from Juventus, all right? Obviously, this is photoshopped and it's hyperbole, but you had an Italian kid coming in who was very much not in shape enough to play Liverpool football. He was not in shape enough to play slot ball, and yet he brought him in. He brought in Chiesa. Slot knew he could take this guy from the spaghetti-eating, little bit tubby Italian guy and turn him into this right here. Super Chiesa is what I'm going to call him. Super Chiesa is about to drop on the world. I, for one, am excited about it. And this guy could become one of Liverpool's best assets in the second half of this season. If you think about where Liverpool were at this time last year, we struggled. We struggled to unlock defenses. We struggled to score. We were putting in 30 shots a game and we couldn't do anything with it. Chiesa is a maestro at getting the ball in dangerous positions and putting the ball where it needs to be, specifically passing and shooting. He knows how to pass. He knows how to find the right guys. And we've seen him very short amounts of time, but he can get the ball on frame. He can put dangerous shots in testing the opposition keeper, and it's only a matter of time until we start to see Chiesa more, and we start to see those balls bulging the backs of the nets. So I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know what you think of Federico Chiesa and his potential for Liverpool in the second half of this season.